Hey Trips, Eduardo Eire. Let's go talk Cowboys.
If you still believe the Dallas Cowboys' biggest issue is just execution on Sundays, then you're missing the bigger picture. Because what I see goes way above the field. It starts in the owner's box. I'm Carlos Eduardo, and today we're having a real, uncomfortable conversation about Jerry Jones and whether he is still the right man to lead America's team. From my perspective, this isn't about disrespecting what Jerry built. I mean, let's be clear. I recognize the man turned the Cowboys into the most valuable franchise in sports. That matters. The star became global because of him. But what I'm asking now is simple. Is he still effective in today's NFL? Because when I turn on the film, when I look at roster construction, when I analyze decisions in the offseason, I don't see a modern football operation. I see control. I see hesitation. And sometimes I see ego getting in the way of evolution. What I see on the film is a team that has elite pieces, Dak Prescott in the pocket, CeeDee Lamb creating separation, Micah Parsons being that triple threat nightmare on defense, but the structure around them, it doesn't maximize them when it matters most, especially in the money downs, especially under the bright lights. And if I'm being honest with Cowboys fans, that's not just coaching, that's organizational philosophy. Look back at the 90s dynasty. Jimmy Johnson built that machine with a clear hierarchy. There was football structure, there was accountability. Jerry stepped back just enough to let football people dominate football decisions. That's when the Cowboys were feared. Now, it feels like Jerry wants to be owner, GM, and emotional leader all at once. And in today's NFL, that's dangerous. The league is too sharp, too fast, too analytical. You've got front offices run like war rooms, data, scouting depth, cap precision. Meanwhile, the Cowboys feel like they're still relying on instinct and loyalty. And loyalty can cost you. We've seen it in contracts, we've seen it in delayed decisions, we've seen it in how long it takes this team to adjust after obvious flaws show up on film, gap discipline issues, predictable play calling, conservative approaches when aggression is needed. Then you look at the NFC East, the Eagles aren't waiting, the Giants are rebuilding with intent, even Washington is trying to modernize. And the Cowboys, they're stuck in this loop of almost. And that's what bothers me the most. Because when you walk into AT&T Stadium, Jerry World, you feel the legacy. You feel the weight of America's team. But legacy doesn't win games in January. Structure does, leadership does, delegation does. So I have to ask the question that a lot of people are thinking but not saying out loud. Should Jerry Jones step back from football decisions? Not step away completely, no. His presence is part of the Cowboys' identity. But I truly believe this franchise needs a stronger, more independent football mind at the top. Someone who can make cold, calculated decisions without emotional attachment. Someone who can build a roster not just to compete, but to dominate in the postseason. Because right now, the Cowboys aren't far off in talent, but they are far off in execution at the highest level. And to me, that gap starts with leadership philosophy. I'm not saying Jerry can't still contribute. I'm saying the role has to evolve. Because if the goal is another Super Bowl, not just relevance, not just headlines, not just being valuable, but actually lifting that Lombardi again, then something has to change. And in my analysis, that change starts at the very top.